The civil war in Syria began in March of 2011 with a series of protests against the government. In a matter of months, it escalated into a full-blown civil war. And since 2011, World Help teams have been working around the clock to distribute life-saving aid to refugee families here in need, in Iraq and in neighboring Syria. We are literally being the hands and feet of Jesus on the ground. As ISIS continues to advance, this crisis is expected to grow more desperate by the day. Today I'm in the Christian village of Bandawa in northern Iraq. Just behind me, only a few kilometers, is ISIS. And we are reminded today of the damage they have done, the lives they have ruined. We've been talking with people who have witnessed horrific acts of beheadings and stabbings and rapes, and families that have been torn apart.
وبقينا يعني قالوا هاي جددت وجبه يعني وجبه اللي المالي 11 يصيروا مسلمين، قلت لهم لا يعني رجعونا يعني فتشونا يعني، وهاي بنتي صغيره كانت هنا ضربوا راسها بالحائط، قالوا لا عاد خلي زوجك هنا وانتم روحوا، قالوا روحوا اطلعوا، وهذول الرجال تعرف يبكون ورا ابوهم، يعني سمعنا خبرهم يعني قالوا يمكن ميت يعني، كان عندي فلوس كان عندي ذهب كله اخذوه. والله بقلبي امشي يعني ويلادي رجع يعني جابوا لي يعني صحيح يعني زرع زوجي، بس اكثر شيء يعني اطفالي انا تعبت بيهم.
Today I'm at a dilapidated school building that houses 250 Iraqi Christian refugees. This is the Muni Family, and one of their 7 children. They have 9 people living in a 12 by 12 room that's so crowded and so cramped. And they just told me their story of how when ISIS came, their neighbors' children were killed by the gunfire. And as they were leaving, ISIS was coming in and they bombed their village, and they had to go with their neighbors door to door and pick up the pieces of the children's bodies and put them in a bag and flee the city. And when they got here, they had a burial with the body pieces of the children that ISIS killed. The refugee crisis in Iraq has forced millions from their homes with nothing but the clothes on their backs. They have no food, no clean water, no warm clothing, no place for their children to sleep, no medicine for the sick, no money to provide for their family needs. Resources are dangerously scarce.
قالوا الحصة التموينية انقطعت المسيحيين، قالوا
يا اما الاسلام يا اما دفع الجزية.
دفع الجزية. ايه فاضطرينا نطلع يعني
جينا هون احنا ما عندنا لا اغراض يعني
كان بس بالهدوم العادية
بس حواس.
We heal hearts by working on peacemaking. We heal hearts by going into ISIS-affected areas and giving food and shelter and clothing. But the heart of what we're trying to do is love first. Jump to love others before they do anything to love us. Jump to serve others before they've done anything, either for us or against us.
بس يعني صارت الشتاء اجا ويعني الملابس ما عادوا.
واني يعني حتى معوق يعني بالحادث قلق وشيء بالشغل. مصوب بحرب العراقية الإيرانية عام سابقا.
When people came, we start meeting their basic needs like water, like shelter, mattresses, and pillows, and food, and clothes. And as we go month by month, we found out that people, they don't need only food or shelter. They need medical help, they need to find jobs, they need to have education for their children.
المريض ما يقدر يشتري أدوية غالية، فنشوف وفيات هواية لأنه فلوس ماكو. نأمل إن شاء الله في اليوم أنه الحكومة المركزية تنظر علينا بعين العطف.
The crisis here in Iraq has made access to medical care virtually impossible. World Help is responding to this great need through the outreach of fully equipped mobile medical clinics. These traveling facilities provide crucial care for refugee communities right where they are by providing medicines, supplies, and a skilled team of medical staff. This strategic project has the capacity to serve thousands of sick and wounded refugees every month.
As the crisis with ISIS has unfolded and just the violence has swept across the country, we've been moving to meet those needs and using that position that we've been uniquely set up in to reach the harder places, the places that aren't being reached by other larger groups or government agencies. We're able to get in there and help provide them with the immediate relief they need, as well as the development, the education, the training, tools and resources they need to create sustainable jobs and to get their feet back on the ground.
بنتي الكبيرة ضلت تبكي على مدرستها، هي كانت الأولى مع المدرسة مرتومة بالموصل، كانت الأولى مع المدرسة مرتومة بالموصل، الآن ما تملك قلم حتى تكتب موصل.
The conflict here in Iraq has kept millions of children out of school, some for years, giving way to what's referred to as the lost generation. So in response, World Help is launching a school here in war-torn Iraq to serve refugee children, some who have been intensely persecuted for their faith in Jesus Christ. This incredible program will equip and support the community in a positive way that is so desperately needed. For these children, going to school every morning translates to hope. Hope for a life that can still be full and a future that can be bright.
Today is a very unique time for the church in America. Now is the time where we need to step up, where we need to engage, where we need to press in and love, not just through our words, but through our actions.
God has not given up on Iraq. You can find whatever you want in Iraq. You can find death, you can find destruction, you can find hope, you can find resilience, you can find cooperation. ISIS has wreaked a lot of havoc. ISIS can do a lot of damage here, but they're not going to win.
As a Christian organization, we think that we are participating in shaping the future of Christianity in Iraq. Our vision is that ISIS will leave Iraq, those people will go back to their cities and villages. They will not go back the same as they left. They will go back with a new vision of Christianity.
So I'm asking you to pray, to give if at all possible, to share the need with your friends, and let's let our brothers and sisters in Iraq know that they're not forgotten.